All right, so why didn't you report?
All right, so we're 8 months into it and everything going good. And then I had my mom in the hospital from COVID. This is all during COVID. My mom in the hospital. I just had a newborn son, and then my dad passes away.
Ricardo Salas. Are y'all ready to proceed on the motion?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, the court is calling 2020 CR 10239 State versus Ricardo Salas. Can I have parties announced?
Rick Pena for the state of Texas.
James Sturgey for Salas.
And are you Ricardo Salas?
Yes, ma'am.
Let me put this in. All right, did you review the state's motion to enter adjudication of guilt and revoke community supervision and state's motion to supplement pending motion to enter adjudication of guilt and revoke probation with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes.
Are you the same Ricardo Anthony Salas who's placed on deferred adjudication in 2020 CR 10239 for the offense of assault, family choking, strangulation on February 9, 2021 for a period of 3 years? Is that you?
Yes.
All right, state.
This morning we're here on state's motion to enter adjudication of guilt and revoke community supervision. Violation condition number 5, in Bexar County, Texas, the defendant, Ricardo Anthony Salas, did then and there failed to report to the supervision officer as directed for the months of August and September 2021 in violation of condition number 5.
All right, to that, how do you?
All right, legal deep dive. What Ricardo is facing here is called a motion to adjudicate guilt. Basically, the state is saying, you messed up your probation, so we want the original conviction to stick. It's no longer about what you were accused of. It's about what you promised to do instead of going to prison. So when the judge says, true or not true, it's not just a formality. It's a turning point.
Plead true or not true?
And what he said?
Yes.
True.
Yes.
All right, so you seem a little bit unsure. So the state is saying that you didn't report for the months of August and September in 2021. Do you understand that?
Yeah, she was the one that usually sent me a text or a call to let me know like it was on Zoom.
No. So here's the thing.
It's true. Or
Yes. So sometimes when people plead true, they plead true and then they say, hey, judge, no, I didn't report, but I have an explanation. You understand?
Yes, ma'am.
So you've heard states reading a violation of condition number 5 that they're saying you violated.
Yes, ma'am.
All right. To that, how do you plead? True or not true?
True.
All right. State.
For the original motion to enter adjudication of guilt, we will waive the remaining violations and we will now proceed on the supplemental motion, Your Honor.
All right.
Violation condition number 5, in Bexar County, Texas, the defendant, Ricardo Anthony Salas, did then and there fail to report to the supervision officer as directed for the months of October, November, and December 2021 in violation condition number 5.
How do you plead to that? True or not true?
True.
Violation condition number 5, in Bexar County, Texas, the defendant, Ricardo Anthony Salas, did then and there fail to report to the supervision officer as directed for the months of January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November, and December 2022 in violation condition number 5.
How do you plead to that? True or not true?
True.
Violation condition number 5, in Bexar County, Texas, the defendant, Ricardo Anthony Salas, did then and there fail to report to the supervision officer as directed for the months of January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November, and December 2023 and violation condition number 5.
How do you plead to that? True or not true?
True.
Violation condition number 5, in Bexar County, Texas, the defendant, Ricardo Anthony Salas, did then and there fail to report to the supervision officer as directed for the month of January 2024 in violation condition number 5.
How do you plead to that? True or not true? And state, do you waive the other violations?
I don't believe there are any others on the supplemental.
Well, you're correct. All right, any objections to the state's waivers to the other violations?
No, ma'am.
All right, did you understand by pleading true to violations 5, 5, 5, 5, 5, the court could find it true, grant the motion, find you guilty, sentence you up to 10 years in the prison and up to a $10,000 fine? Knowing that, do you still wish to plead true to 5, 5, 5, 5, and 5?
Yes, ma'am.
The court will find 5, 5, 5, 5, 5 true. Is there a proposed agreement?
There is not, Your Honor. We're both going to go open to the court for our recommendation.
All right, state, what are you requesting?
State's requesting a revocation of defendant's probation, adjudication of guilt, and 3 years TDC.
And defense, what are you requesting?
Judge, I have well, obviously I have a different recommendation. I don't know if you want me to give it to you now. I have one witness that I would like for you to hear.
Oh, come
from.
up.
Is that okay?
Yes.
Okay. Mr. Ibanez, his name's Justin Ibanez.
Okay.
And as he's walking up here, I don't intend on calling all of them, but if you're here for Ricardo, can you stand up, please? I just wanted the court to know that he has his grandmother, mother, and siblings all here in court today.
All right. And what is your name, sir?
Justin Ibanez.
All right. Could you raise your right hand for me, please? Do you solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you give will be the truth and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. And you can, if you can lower your hand. And you said Ibanez?
Ibanez, yes.
How do you spell the last name?
Ybanez.
All right.
And yeah, on top of the N too.
Okay. I don't know if the court reporter has that symbol she can put. All right. Defense, do you have questions, or did he just want to let the court know some information?
He does, Judge. I just wanted to ask him this one question. Just if you could tell Judge Boyd, how long have you actually known Ricardo?
Since elementary, if I could remember. Yeah, like 4th and 5th grade.
A long time.
Very long.
So
time.
you have
15 years.
Sorry, you have prepared a statement you would like to share with Judge Boyd about Ricardo?
Yes, I do.
Okay, good. You can do that.
Good morning, Your Honor, and the people of the court. I'm here today for Ricardo Anthony Salas and to tell you the type of man he is. We both grew up together most of our lives, and I can say he is one of the most hardworking men I've known. He's very dedicated to his family, a great family man. Not only have we grown up together, but we've had similar tragedies. Both of our fathers have passed away just months apart. And as we are here today trying to follow in our father's footsteps, to try not miss a second of our children's lives by sending them away for so long will not be beneficial for him or his family, as it can have an effect on his kids, for the fact that he was always there, never missing a day of their lives, with Zoe doing cheer, Naya taking her to school every day, and being ultimate babysitter for baby Ricky. These past months have been very hard on the children, and I know that he can change his ways for the better, to be a better citizen and hardworking for his family and kids who he loves very much. Thank you, Your Honor.
All right. Thank you so much.
All right, thank you.
All right. Any objection to my asking a question?
No objection from the state.
All right. So this is what I want you to realize. And I keep an open mind when everybody's on probation, right?
Yes.
Because sometimes people have things that happen, and I understand. Where has he been since 2020-21? Because we're in 2020-25. And I want you to understand, he's on probation.
Mm-hmm.
And the easiest thing to do is report. And I tell everybody, if there's an issue, you can always come to this court and discuss the issue with me. But according to what he's just played true to, nobody's seen him since 2021. And I understand when people are like, great, I'm living my life, I'm not picking up any new cases. But being on probation, there are conditions with that. There's no such probation where the probation is, you're on probation and I'm just going to disappear. Because otherwise, why do we have probation?
Yes.
So where has he been? Do you know?
He's been in the same place
Mhm.
since 2020, or he moved
down the street to his dad's, and he's been working there.
But did you know he was on probation? Did he let you know that?
I did, but I thought it was dismissed because they stopped talking to him. They stopped reaching out.
Okay. All right. Thank you so much for coming in and giving me some insight into him. I really do appreciate it.
Okay, pause. Let's talk about this moment. The judge just laid out something huge. Probation isn't a free pass. It's a structured second chance. You miss appointments? You disappear for years? That second chance starts to vanish. And while heartfelt testimony from friends and family might tug the heartstrings, it's not a legal defense. So here's a question for you. Should compassion sway justice when accountability is at stake?
It.
Yes, thank you.
All right. Thank you. Any other witnesses?
There are no other witnesses.
All right. You can come forward. All right. So, Mr. Salas,
Yes, ma'am.
I appreciate the fact that your family is here. I appreciate the fact that you have witnesses who are coming in to support you, right? But the easiest thing to do when you're on probation is report. I mean, that's easy. And so the issues with you is any objection to the court reviewing the court summary?
No, not at all. And I do have some comments for the court that I don't think appear in the summary at the appropriate time.
Okay. Well, I'm just going to give you my thought process. And then, of course, I will still keep an open mind, right? So the problem is nobody's seen you since 2021.
Mhm.
And then according to the court summary, you haven't completed anything. Is there anything that you've completed on probation other than just, I didn't pick up any new offenses?
Just the family violence class.
All right, they're saying here that you have not completed the
I
BIP,
completed.
the parenting classes, or outpatient treatment.
Okay. Can I just tell you my side of the story real quick?
Do you have any objections to? All right, you want to raise your right hand? Do you solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you give will be the truth and nothing but the truth, so help you God? You can lower your hand, state your name for the record.
Part of us.
All right, so why didn't you report?
All right, so we're 8 months into it, and everything going good, and then I had my mom in the hospital from COVID. This is all during COVID. I had my mom in the hospital. I just had a newborn son, and then my dad passed away. I'm not trying to come up with no excuse or anything, but I just hoping for like understanding that I wasn't trying to like not report or anything like that. I was going through so much, Your Honor.
Well, so here's the thing.
Mhm.
You haven't reported since 2021. We're in 2025. So I do understand when people have family members to pass away, when people have family members very ill. I understand when COVID was going on, but you didn't even pick up the phone in 2022. All right. And now, COVID. Okay. 2023, 2024. All you have to do was pick up the phone and call probation. I understand when people have issues that are going on in their life, but they haven't seen you since 2021. And according to this court summary, you didn't do the BIP course. This is an assault family violence case, so you need to do that.
Okay.
According to this, you didn't do the parenting classes, and you didn't do outpatient treatment. So have you done any of those?
I started like 2 or 3 classes when I think of the Zoom meetings.
Mhm.
I'm not too sure how far. I know I started right away. And then being in jail, ma'am, I'm sorry. It opened my eyes to like I should have caught it. I should have done other things other than not caught. And-
Yeah, everybody, let me just tell you, a lot of people have an eye-opening experience when they go to jail
Mhm.
or when they go to prison. They're like, now I see.
Yes.
But it's not as though you're a teenager.
Okay.
You're an adult, so it shouldn't take that.
Gotcha.
And everybody, you can't be on probation and not be on probation. And what I mean by that is you have certain conditions you have to follow.
Yes, ma'am.
And your condition can't be, well, I didn't pick up any charges. It's not like in municipal court where they give you deferred and they tell you just don't pick up any new cases and you'll be fine. Okay.
Can I
Yes.
add on a little
Sure.
bit? So I had the exact same dialogue with Mr. Salas. He did tell me about his situation, and I think early on he got off to a decent start. And then COVID did affect his entire family. He did lose his father to COVID when his mother was very, very ill. And as I understand, the probation department was there in the home. At one instance, the mother was very ill with COVID, and the father had already passed. The file documents all of this, and I asked Ricardo the same thing. Like, I understand 3, 6, even a year of your life being so affected by your loved ones, but at some point you're going to have to come back into the fold. And as so often happens, I think you fall into a hole that's up to your knees, and you just let it continue, and before you know it, it hits your chest, and then 2 years later, it's over your head. And I'm not going to say he just kind of gave up, but I think at that point he just kind of understood that he messed up, and it was the wrong response. So there's no justification for it. There is no good answer. The only analogy that I can kind of give you that I think might, resonate with you is, I know that you're a college football fan, and you have your team, and one day your team comes out and they're a good team, they're a great team, and they lose a game they shouldn't lose, and they play terrible, and they can't do anything right. But you don't give up on them, and the next week they come out and they beat the Aggies or somebody like that. And Ricardo's, the Aggies. Ricardo's kind of like that. He's a good guy. And talking to him, he is. I've seen pictures of his children. He's a very good father. He works and supports them. He didn't go anywhere. He just didn't call and get caught back up. And I told him, had you done that, we wouldn't even be in this boat, most likely. What I'm asking, and it's a big ask, is the court can put him on a regular probation. I do believe and know that he can do the things you ask him to do. And, jail, it's an eye-opener, but it's a bit of a cop-out, because you're right. In jail, hell, I'll do anything or say anything, because I don't want to be in jail. I don't want to go to prison. Do I believe that he will do the things you want him to do? Absolutely. I do. I've talked to all these people behind me. He's got that. He's got great support. And I told them, you got to get on him. If he's, you got to stay on him. We should never have gotten this far, but we did. And so the prison, of course, it'll be there waiting for him. And my ask is that you take him off deferred, put him on regular, and let him do all the things that he still needs to do and will do. I can't explain his actions. I know part of the beginning, but the rest of it, he just screwed up. There's no excuse. He screwed it up, and he knows it. But he wants to make it right, and I believe he can. And so I'm hoping the court kind of sees that in him and allows him to do that.
All right. So I want you to know that I listened to everything that everyone said. I've internalized everything. However, I just don't think you would be a good candidate for probation, because nobody's seen you since 2021. I'm sorry. So I'm going to find you guilty. There's an affirmative finding of family violence. I'll give you credit for any time served. Does anyone want to speak to time? State is requesting 3 years.
I mean, obviously, Judge, I'd ask the court to recommend the minimum term if possible. He does not have that much time in. He does have 4 dependent children. They're going to be suffering alongside him too. I don't believe he has. I don't recall his history prior to this, but I don't think I don't think there was anything else there. So the court could recommend a minimum term sentence, Judge. That's what
Your Honor, I'll do anything to be put on probation. I'll finish it, Your Honor. If he gets to add a year or 2 to my probation, I'll finish it, Your Honor. I will. I'll do whatever it takes to not be in there anymore. I'll finish it, Your Honor.
All right. This is what the court is going to do. The court is going to, as previously stated, revoke, find you guilty. There's an affirmative finding of family violence. The court will give you credit for any time served. The court will sentence you to 3 years in the prison, and the court will retain jurisdiction. Did you review?
And there it is, 3 years in prison, an official finding of family violence, and 1 major life change locked in. Here's the real kicker. This ruling doesn't just mean prison time. It strips away the right to own or possess firearms forever. For those unfamiliar with domestic violence rulings, this is part of a federal gun restriction under the Lautenberg Amendment. The stakes? Much higher than most realize.
The document entitled Trial Court Certification of Defendant's Rights to Appeal with your attorney. Did you understand it and sign it? All right, you have a right to appeal. It's a limited right to appeal as it relates to the allegations in the motion, not the fact that you're on deferred adjudication. Because this is an affirmative finding of family violence and a felony conviction, you're not allowed to own or possess any weapons or ammunition. If you have a question over what that is, you'll need to speak to an attorney. Do you understand? All right. Yes or no?
Yes.
All right, we can go off the record. So here's the thing. When you go to prison, you better show me something. Your attorney will explain that to you. Do you understand? All right, and what is this on the
I've
side?
had that since I was younger.
All right, make sure you get a doctor to check that out, okay? And your attorney will talk to you about everything that I've said and what it means. All right, thank you.
Thank you, Judge.
You're welcome.